think people are a product of their environment. Everyone is a byproduct of all the people and the interactions that they've had and everything that they experienced up to that point. Like, they are the culmination of all of that. There's single moms everywhere that are trying to do things on their own. I am a byproduct of her. I'm a byproduct of the environment that she created for me and the ways in which she raised me and created this reality for me. At this point in my life, when I'm working in such a privileged space where it's some days a little bit overwhelming, I feel guilty for even being here and getting to enjoy some of the things and the experiences that I've had and getting to travel and see things and meet people. I don't think thank you is a full expression of what she's done. So I was born in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. Spent about 4.5 years in Zimbabwe before moving over here to the States. There's so many people all throughout the world that don't have any means, any access, any way to be able to get an education. So it was all about opportunity and getting to go to school. When I was 7 or 8 years old, that's when the transition took place, when my father somewhat left the picture and my mom kind of just took over. And it was just me and her as a single mom, going to school, working, and then also trying to provide for me as well. Staying here and continuing on the path to citizenship was more about there's no other option. For us, there wasn't a plan B. It was either we continue the route, we stay the course, and we try to finish this thing out, or we don't know. There's no other option. So it was more of this is just what we have to do. This is the process that we have to go through. And I think not just for us, but any family that's new and that's trying to make their way in a new country, that's their mindset is, there's nothing to go back to at home in Zimbabwe. So if we want anything, it has to be here. It's gonna have to be here. She's always just been an extremely hard worker, and with hard work comes growth and success and opportunities. And for me, it's all about she just wants to create a world where I can go and I can fly and I can succeed and I can do whatever it is that I want to do. I went through Liberty, I guess, relative to the typical 4 or 5 year plan that people go through. I finished in 3.5 years. The impact that Liberty had on me was giving me space to learn, to think, to struggle, to try to figure out this thing I'd learned as a kid of what it means to be an adult and what it means to have value and meaning in life, what it means to be a person of faith. And it gave me space to flush all of that out with people that were looking for the same things. So I graduated from Liberty with a degree in sport management. I did an internship with the Lynchburg Hillcats, which I guess was the baseline for me moving down to Atlanta to start doing ticket sales with the Atlanta Hawks. And from there, I ended up transitioning up here to Philadelphia to do service and retention with the Sixers. I really do like what we do, and I've learned a ton over the last few years. I've learned a ton in terms of our CEO and our upper management. How do you build an environment where people want to go to work, people want to show up, people are excited to be a part of your organization and your team. And for us, we're thriving, we're doing well. We control what we can, and we work with great people. Yeah. And people define the culture for your work environment. So I love it here. Again, it's basketball, it's the NBA, so that makes for a fun environment. At Liberty, I studied, along with sport management, I also studied a little bit of philosophy and intercultural studies. So I've always had an intrinsic desire, and I think it's birthed from being an international. Going back overseas and being a part of different worlds and languages and people groups and cultures. My hope is to maybe move into more of an NBA global office. So that's where I hope to go, is end up overseas working with different cultures and people groups. My mom's ambition for herself and for me, I think, is an outcome of just working really hard. I am an extension of what she has tried to give to the world and to create. I guess maybe thank you as a starting point. because a lot of other people don't get that same experience.